How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you.
Likewise.
You know, you have 9 number ones now. I feel like if I'm in the car for 15 minutes, I'm for sure going to get a couple Luke Combs songs.
I think so.
When you're driving, if you're in the car and a Luke Combs song comes on, it's yourself, obviously. Do you change the station or do you turn it? You do.
I do. Yeah. It's just weird. Yeah, I know Tyler and Rob do. Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know, to listen to yourself. I mean, by the time something is out and then by the time it's on the radio, I've heard it so many times.
Do you ever hear something new, though, when you're hearing it on the radio? Like, oh, I didn't know that was mixed like that, or...
Definitely not.
No? Because you've listened to it so many times.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah.
You've added 5 new songs. By the way, Luke Combs is here because the deluxe album's out. If you would have added all the songs that you had written during the last 5 or 6 months, during the pandemic, if you'd added all of them, how many tracks would be on that thing?
Probably 40 or 50. Probably.
What do you do with these songs that you don't end up cutting?
Hope that no one hears them because they're not good.
Really?
If they didn't get cut, I mean, they're.
But there aren't some of them where you're going, this just isn't for me right now, but maybe this artist would like it.
No, there is a lot of that, but I think there can be like a stigma in town a little bit with. So, for example, I can only put out so many songs, however amount of time. So then, if another artist were to hear this song, and they go, "Man, I really like that song," and then they see that my name's on it or whoever's artist's name is on it, they would go, well, then why didn't that guy cut it if it's so good? But really, it's just impossible to put out as many good songs as you could write because you would never be able to, you wouldn't be able to promo stuff correctly and have it be in the spotlight long enough. So I think there is a stigma to that. Like if you see another artist's name on it, you go, well, if he didn't cut it, then it must not be that good. So even if you really like it, you're kind of thinking to yourself, well, what's wrong with it? If it was really great, he would have cut it.
Would you ever use a pseudonym, a different name, if you weren't going to use it for yourself and go, you know what, I think Larry Zonka is going to...
I think I'd maybe already do that. I couldn't say.
Nice.
Couldn't, legally couldn't say if I already do that.
All I know is that he got slapped on the leg right when I asked that question.
Yeah, so, no, I think that's a good idea for any writers out there. That's a good idea to do. You should do that.
You had to change wedding venues a week before your wedding.
Yep.
If you had to offer someone a piece of advice, because Raymundo's wedding is tomorrow, our producer.
Oh, nice.
What is your piece of advice?
Just do it. Just go. It doesn't matter. I mean, as long as the two of you are there, that's really it. I mean, it was nice. We had a small group of our family and friends there, so that was still really great to have them there. And it wasn't the big gigantic thing that we thought it was going to be, but it kind of ended up being even better, I think, the way that we did it. So.
Is there a difference with you and Nicole's relationship since you've been married? Is there a different feeling about it?
I think so, yeah, a little bit. Like you kind of have that. I don't know. It's like a comforting thing. I don't know.
Like regardless of what happens,
right? Like
you're there.
We're in it together, right? There's that feeling. Which is really nice. It's been great, and it's been a blessing in disguise to have this much time away from the road and stuff to really kind of dig into that part of our life. So it's been awesome.
I was watching your Twitter, and you had posted the name's gonna slip my mind, but it was like lonely in a hotel room or
sleepless in a hotel room.
I saw you playing that, and it's not on your record. Mm-hmm. So you're releasing new songs ahead of the new songs you're releasing. It's coming from all directions here.
Yeah.
When you have something you're going to put out, you're like, hey, I'm just putting out as much as I can, period, for my fans.
Yeah, and I think that one especially. I was in L.A. when I put that up. I was for the Billboard Awards, and so it was like I was just in a hotel room, kind of like we couldn't go anywhere. I mean, L.A. is like super locked down, and so I had written that song previously, like maybe in January or something of this year. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I have a song about this. So I just put it, I mean, there was no ulterior motive other than.
Watched you at the billboards, and, now you're on these multi-format shows.
Sure.
And there are artists from all over the place that do all kinds of music. Any of the artists come up to you and go, hey, man, I know I'm not, a country music fan, really, but I love your music.
I mean, definitely not at that one. It was like, I don't even think I saw another artist.
Because of the pandemic. They kept everybody apart.
Yeah, they did. I mean, it was like I literally didn't see another artist at all.
I think I saw Jimmy Butler on TikTok listening to your music.
Yeah, Yeah, Jimmy Butler's awesome, man. He's a great dude.
Yeah, I was watching him on a boat, and he was singing along to your song on like a pontoon boat.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's awesome. Do you know Jimmy Butler plays for Miami, Amy, by the way?
I was about to ask you,
know him?
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, I do.
He's
great.
Did you root for him?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I was I think I sent him a good text before the series started.
I saw your TikTok where you were like where it started and where it is now, and you were playing in a club. I think you were singing Hurricane, and it was some old club footage, and then where it is now, and it was you in an arena. Mm-hmm. Does it feel like that's just been such a runaway train, or does it feel like it took forever?
I think a little bit of both, I think it was, in a lot of ways, it was like, man, that feels like 2 lifetimes ago because we've done so much in that amount of time. But then, I'll be talking with these guys and we'll be talking about something and they're like, that was like 2 years ago. And I'm like, man, that feels like it was 10 years ago, I don't know. It's just a lot has happened in such a small amount of time that it's all just really jam-packed in there.
When you were playing clubs, even before you came to Nashville full-time, what was best case scenario that you could see for yourself?
I don't know what it was going to be. I mean, I think anything would have been fine as long as I could have made a living doing music in some capacity, whether that was being like a full-time staff writer somewhere or I don't know, being a demo singer would have been cool. I mean, really anything to like not have to like do the grind, like the 40-hour week thing. I would have been cool with, I think.
Did you in any of your wildest dreams see this?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I had a, I always was very confident in myself and I believed in myself. But it was never like, I think I'm going to be doing
setting records.
Yeah, no chance did I think that was going to happen. But here we are.
Got 9 number ones, Hurricane first in 2016, Lovin' on You, your latest. We're going to come back in a second and do a little music, but I do want to play. Let me play a clip of Cold As You. This is from the deluxe album.
They got Whiskey River on the jukebox, a honky-tonk sawdust.
I feel like this was a fan, the fans demanded this one. Did you feel that way?
I think that, yeah.
Why'd you guys look at each other and laugh when this played?
We just, I told him it was a jam. He didn't write on it. So
oh, that's funny.
Oh.
That's what he likes to do.
I'm always like, jam. So good.
See how good, how much better that is.
Yeah. Did you feel like people were like, you got to cut that song?
I think I just knew when we wrote it, when me and Jonathan and Randy wrote it, it was just kind of like, yeah, that's going to be on something. I didn't know what, if that would be this thing or the next thing. I knew it would come out at some point.
Here's a clip of The Other Guy.
See the other guy that's missing you. Late at night, he's wishing you would come back home.
Did you write on this one? You did? Okay.
He made up on that.
Nice. Luke's going to play in just a second. Luke Combs is here, but we're going to play the new single first. This is Better Together. Give me a line about this song. Tell me.
I wrote this song a couple years ago in Boone on a writer's retreat with my buddies Dan and Randy Montana, and it was kind of a story about my wife, just kind of the way I was feeling at the time, and I guess it's kind of part of the story. I guess like Beautiful Crazy it's like the next chapter in that story a little bit.
You have the most CMA nominations for any artist with 6. Now, do you have you have 6 different speeches at home
No.
ready to pull out? Just to get all pockets, you can have a speech.
I have 0 speeches. I've never pre-written a speech before. I think maybe it's like a superstitious thing.
Have you forgotten, though, while giving a speech, people that you were like, son of a gun?
I think there's probably people out there who would tell you that I have, but I haven't.
You're up against yourself in Song of the Year because you wrote Even Though I'm Leaving and I Hope You're Happy Now.
Sure.
Which one would you rather win?
Oh, man, that's a tough question. Rocking a hard place there. I mean, I think either one, either one would be great. And obviously, I think the tough thing is you're kind of, not only are you competing against yourself, but you're competing against your friends. Because it's not like I wrote both songs with the same people. So it's like, well, I want my buddies over here to win, and then I want my buddies over here to win too. So it's kind of like, it's hard to, there is no like allegiance to either one. That's the tough thing.
Did you ever write a song that ended up doing pretty well with someone you didn't like, and you're like, man, I don't want to have to see them again?
No, I mean, I don't think so. It's kind of like everybody, whenever the ride happens, it's like you come in, and there are songs that I've written with people who are like, man, maybe I didn't vibe with that guy as much, and so we haven't written a lot since then. But I think it doesn't matter as long as the song ends up being great, because if that person wouldn't have been there, even if, whoever feels like they didn't contribute or didn't do as much, the song still wouldn't have happened, in my opinion, without that person there. It's not like you would have gotten the same song if he or she didn't show up. Like it still would have ended up being the same. So to me, it doesn't matter.
Do you ever hop in a writing room and it's, 3 of you, and you feel like that day you were the weak link?
Oh, yeah, all the time. I mean, not every time I write, but a lot of times I feel like I could be doing better, but I always am trying to be better. And there's days that I think that's the cool thing about writing with, Rob or Tyler or whoever. It's like you can go in, and if I'm having a bad day and I'm writing with 2 guys that I write with a lot, I know that they can, be the tugboat, for lack of a better term, and like pull me down the.
I'll be your tugboat.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's such a great term,
All right, Luke Combs is here. We're going to go. We could do this all day. However, let me encourage you guys to check out the new music Luke put out today. It's got 5 new songs for you. You probably already are. You're probably not even listening to us right now because you're listening to it, so how would you even hear me say this? That's the question. All right, there he is, Luke Combs.
Yeah.
See you guys soon.
Thank y'all.
It's a Bobby Bones show.